What's up, everyone? This is Theo Goodman from dgenbet.com. See if I'm echoing them. And we're going to go over some of the events going on this weekend. There's a really good Bellator event coming up, and we're going to go over that. We're going to talk about UFC next week, and got a few other picks in some other sports. Figure out this damn echo here. Well, the echo might just happen. Let's see here. This is highly technical, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we got here, as you can see, Gregor Masasi against Rory McDonald. What a good matchup. That's really interesting. Now, we still have this damn echo, but Rory McDonald is facing Masasi, and since the echo is going on, I'm just going to end this fucking stupid video part. Since so it's a super fight at 175, and where's it, 180? Let's see. Yeah, you should know these things. In any case, Rory McDonald is going to go up in weight and Gregor Masasi down a little bit. So, Masasi is going to be the bigger guy, is going to have a slight advantage in the size area. That being said, I mean, you also have to think, if you go up weight like this in a super fight, you could bulk up, but he probably isn't going to. He's probably bulking up some. Actually, he's talked about doing some powerlifting and some other things to kind of bulk up for this fight, but he's not going to have to cut weight as much either. So, that could balance itself out. They're not so far apart in weight. Roy is big in the division where he usually fights in. So that being said, we've got Musasi at a really heavy favorite here. And I think that as far as the odds are concerned, that Roy McDonald's getting a little disrespected here. So I'm going to go on Roy McDonald to win this. And I'm going to make another bet. I'm going to make a bet this thing goes the distance. I could argue it's a little bit of a head. I think Musasi wins this by decision if he wins. Of course, we know both these guys can put people away. But I could see this being a 5-round battle. And, look at that. You got Roy McDonald at 3.3 here. Fight goes to decision at 2. I don't think that's bad. And you're going against the steam. Roy opened at 2.4 and it's at 3.3. That's huge, in my opinion. And I don't get it. I think it's closer than that. Maybe it's just the size people are going on. Same things for going the distance. Started at 1.65 all the way up to 2. I think that it's not a bad price to hit these right now. And who knows, maybe it moves before the fight starts, but I don't think those are bad. We also have a classic, what I like to call Fund My Retirement Fund fight. We got Rampage Jackson against Wanderlei Silva. No disrespect to these guys. They're legends of the sport, but I think this is one of those Fund My Retirement Fund fights. And honestly, I've had a really bad record trying to bet on these kind of fights in Bellator. But again, check this out. Fight goes to decision 2.6. That's not bad. And some of these fights end up being way more boring than you think. So if I was going to bet on this, I would just bet fight goes to decision, or whenever the over comes out, I'd probably hit the over. Same thing for the Musasi McDonald fight. I'm going to see, I get what the over and under is, but I probably just hit the under whenever that's out, but nobody has it right now. There's some other good fights on that card, but I'm not going to really go over them. But I am going to make a point of trying to watch some of this, even though it's in the middle of the night for me. All right, and of course, everybody wants to talk about, UFC 229, one of the huge card, McGregor against Khabib. I've gone back and forth on this one, who's going to win, and believe it or not, I'm gonna take McGregor. I'm gonna take McGregor. You're getting a lot less value than the open. but still 2.5, and I think he's going to get it done. But if you're going to bet on McGregor, I would say go ahead and bet on him, because I could only see the odds getting worse, really. But who knows? Maybe there is some more movement. Maybe there's some money coming in on Khabib after all. But I think that McGregor is going to be able to get this done. And the more I watch tape, the more it makes me lean more McGregor. And the more it makes me lean the over 2.5 rounds, actually. I think that, again, that's a similar to the Mousasi McGregor McDonald fight. I think that Khabib, if he's going to win, it's going to be more than 2.5 rounds. And McGregor could be more than 2.5 rounds if he wins. It might not be, but I would lean more towards this whole thing being over. Both guys coming in with solid game plans, not gonna take any risks, and Khabib being a little bit defensive on the feet, and McGregor not wanting to get taken down, and that is going to make him maybe a little bit more defensive in the sense of moving around a lot more, wanting to stay in the center but circling out, using good footwork. Khabib is going to have to chase him down, and if Khabib gets backed up, which is what I think is going to happen, just backing up motion-wise, that's not good news for him, because he's not great at securing takedowns when he's backed up, even near the fence. It's more the other way around. When he can get other people to back up, then he can secure takedowns. He gets kind of wild when he gets in those when he gets cornered, basically. And I think that's what McGregor is going to want to do. So I'm leaning over two, and I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to take McGregor, and I'm going to take over 2.5. If I get wrecked, I get wrecked. But let me say, that is not my favorite fight of the card as far from a betting perspective. Maybe from a fan perspective, it is. I think Tony Ferguson destroys Anthony Pettis. I don't care what anyone says. Showtime, all due respect, no, not going to happen. So Ferguson, of course, the odds are not great. If the -3.5 comes out, I will take it. That's -3.5 handicap. If you don't know what that is, then I can explain it. I'm going to actually write an article about that. But another one, probably the best bet I see on the card is on Alexander Volkov against Derek Lewis. I don't think this is a good matchup for Derek Lewis. Volkov is very technical, surgical, excellent jab, long. I don't know. I don't have the reach right now, but he's tall, dude. Everyone knows Black Beast has got the power to put anyone down, even when he's tired. It doesn't matter. Volkov is someone that has really good game plan, discipline, sticks to the game plan. I like betting on those kind of guys. And 1.61, 1.62, that's not bad. I mean, I might even put this at 1.4 or something ridiculous like that. But I'm going to take Volkov. That's my best bet of the card, to go ahead and take Volkov. Derek Lewis, look, all due respect, he quits. He kind of gets, if he doesn't win in the early rounds, he gets tired. He kind of fades. Sure, he's still got power, but I mean, if he doesn't knock out, I mean, if you really want to, you could take Volkov, and you could take, let's see, fight does not start round 2.82, or you could take Lewis in round 1 for 5, and you could do, kind of like a hedge out your stake, just to get your stake back, that you put on Volkov, and then put something, because I think if Derek Lewis is going to win, he's going to need to get it done in round 1 or 2, probably in round 1, and knock him out. And that's going to be the only way he's going to manage to do it. Volkov is way too technical for Derek Lewis, and way too just more disciplined. Felice Herring against Michelle Waterson. Interesting matchup. I think Felice takes this. That's my second favorite bet of the card. Better wrestling. yeah, you could argue striking is kind of up in the air. What I do like about Felice is she's really aggressive. She gets in your face. And I think that is what she's going to want to do against Michelle Waterson, pressure her. Um, you know, Michelle Waterson is better fighting going forward. She's one of those people, just like we talked about, it does make a big difference. Who's going. Some people can fight really good going backwards, though. I don't think Michelle Waterson is one of those. And I think that Michelle Waterson is going to get taken down here. And Felice Herring is a good wrestler, very athletic. Take Felice Herring. I think this is good. Who has it at 181 still? Pinnacle is at 181. You can get that at Bitcoin Rush for probably about 181 or 1.8. That's damn good odds for Felice. And I don't understand this movement here. Well, look, Felice started at 2. So if you were clever, you should have jumped on that. You could take a chance and wait on this. I mean, Michelle Waterson is definitely the bigger superstar, just because karate hottie or whatever. But I think Felice wins this and then goes up and fights someone pretty tough next. I also like Tanya Evinger to beat Aspen Ladd, and I don't get these odds at 2.4 and all this stuff. I don't get that. Dude, this Tanya is like started at 285. Now it's coming back. Tanya's tough as hell. I don't have any issue betting on her to beat most people, actually, most chicks. And yeah, there's some other good fights. I don't know if Greg Manier is going to be able to knock out Nick Lenz, because that's the only way he's going to win, I think. Gray does have good wrestling. So I don't know if Nick Lenz is going to be able to take him down. I don't trust betting on Gray Maynard, and he does have power to knock people out. So I'm not going to bet on that one. Lena Landsberg, I have nothing good to say about. I don't have a whole lot to say about Yanya Kutsukiya right now either. If I had to, I'd probably bet Yana, just fading Lena Landsberg. But that's all I got for this card. Look, already October 12th, you got Matrone against Ryan Bader. That's an interesting matchup. Let's see if they got any props out for that. I would take Matrone against Bader. Fights goes to decision 3.1. Not bad. I would take the over also. This could easily go to a decision. Matt Mitrione stand on the outside, wanting to strike. Ryan Bader wanting to get a takedown. I mean, Ryan Bader is really good has improved his striking dramatically, but Matt is pretty loose and not bad footwork on the outside, actually. I don't know if he can get it done to win this, but fight goes to decision. It's not bad. All right, that's all I got today. Thanks a lot for watching. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning. Hopefully you stay tuned. Oh yeah, no, we're not done, ladies and gentlemen. We have other sports. Actually, just one other sport. But I'm going to make another video for that. All right, thanks a lot.